last 70 years, Ronald George Wick has come a long way. From this tiny, large-headed child, to this strapping young man, to a loving father of 3, and now, at the time of his 70th birthday, a soon-to-be grandfather of 3. Today, we salute you.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Mr. Wick.
Mr. Wick.
What do we?
And we say G-Paw.
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 Hi, dear.
Hello.
Hi, Papa Wick.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Mr. Wick.
Hi, J-Ba.
When our kids were born.
All 3 of them, or one specific?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
all 3 equally. And Dad actually wasn't there for Amanda's birth, but he did surprise me in St. Louis in full Saudi gear to come and see her a few days after she was born. So that was kind of a highlight.
Is when I asked for Amanda's hand when we smoked a cigar out. It was pretty cold. But we had a good talk and a good time. That was the first time I really got to just hang out with them.
Off the top of my head is Christmas mornings. I don't know, he loves, it was always happy time. Every Christmas morning we'd have to wait at the top of the stairs. We couldn't come down until everything's ready, but he loved it. He got a kick out of that part. So yeah, I was happy.
Us sitting down and just chatting about the past, his fraternity days,
At length.
his debutantes that he would take out on the town, the Playboy Club, just learning about him and his past and how he met Mama Wick. I mean, those are probably the best times that I've had with him.
And nobody says debutante but Dad. Literally the only person on earth I've ever heard mention the word debutante. My happiest memory recently, I think, is Dad finally getting out to compete in USPSA. I remember the first match. I was nervous, even though I've been shooting for 10 years. I remember how nervous I was that he was going to do something stupid or disqualify himself. But it was good to get him out and actually doing what I think he should have been doing with me for a long time. But it was good that he finally took that step and got out and really enjoys it now.
I guess the one that's also a particular scary and happy moment was when I came in, you and your mother and Amanda were out of the house. I was nervous to see if I could ask for his blessing, and I was shaking. Oh my goodness. And he gave me the best, most honest advice ever and thought I was crazy. And
Run.
he's so smart. He's very intelligent man.
I don't even know if Dad remembers this one, but it was actually, it hadn't even been the day of Matt's accident, but he and I were sitting in the house in the Outer Banks, just kind of chatting about family and just chatting about how, with all the ups and downs families can go through and that our family has gone through, that we actually lucked out a lot with our bunch of weirdos. So I just remember having that like kind of a sincere heart-to-heart with Dad one-on-one, especially after just having a baby and growing the family. And that was just really, really cool for me to sit and talk and realize that, yeah, we did do all right with this family of ours.
Put a movie on for him.
For him? What movie does he like the most?
Avengers.
G-Paw does?
Because it has Iron Man in it.
What's G-Paw's secret identity?
Iron Man.
That would have to be read the book, because I've heard it so many times. It will probably be on my gravestone. She never read the book.
When I had $500, I bought a $500 car. I love that. I wish his daughter followed that path, but it's a struggle.
I have to say, there's many small life lessons that I can think of. One of which is how to get the most out of the toothpaste container. I always think of these random things, like he showed me how to use it on the edge of the counter, get all of it out, every last drop. Same thing with the toilet paper roll. It faces this way, not the other way. And you're only supposed to use 4 squares. You shouldn't go more than 4 squares or you're gonna clog the toilet. Those are probably the 2 that stick out in my head the most.
To drive smoothly. I remember Dad was always he was always a little heavy on the accelerator pedal, and I remember he said that cops always look for people who are darty and jump in and out of traffic. So if you have a rabbit, always use a rabbit, but always be very, very smooth when driving because you don't stick out as much.
Probably shooting. Him and Kyle have been so great about teaching me how to shoot, getting me prepared for any real life situations. Papa Wick bought me my first gun, which I was so excited about, and I hope I make him proud using it. Well, hopefully not using it in real life, but practicing.
That 5'12" is not actually a height. Maybe?
Oh, there's many. Okay, I'm gonna go with college, because college, it was in a super stressful time, and my competitive side always wanted to do just as well as my dear old dad did at Cornell. But I remember you told me that 70% of what you learn in college is outside the classroom. And that, 1, blew my mind, and 2, opened it up for me to actually feel okay about hanging out with friends and not making straight A's in really impossible classes. And I've kept that with me since that day, and I use it with my students now, so that wisdom is also being passed on to other people as well.
That's good.
I panic. We all have PTSD. Like, is he gonna like it? Is he gonna not like it? Is he gonna send it back? Is he gonna get another tour of the kitchen like he did at Red Lobster?
Oh, you never. Why, Dad, why are you trying something new? Why? Just, go with your, duck. That's it. Your Penang curry duck. That's it. It's safe. Please don't go rogue.
Well, you tried Anthony's. That's a new place, and you liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Baby steps.
Diamond in the rough, man.
Just awful.
I had
terrible.
no idea that first time I came over and cooked for everyone at the house. I had no idea he was as particular, and I didn't hear any complaints. Maybe he badmouthed me afterwards, but I thought everything went smoothly.
Good luck to the waiter or waitress. I don't know how this is gonna be a good experience.
Really, Dad? Just stick with what you know.
Yeah.
We know how the story's gonna end. Just stay with it. Stay with the Penang.
You sure about that? Why don't you just go with what you like?
Just get the duck Penang curry.
Just get the duck Penang curry, please. Please!
The Caesar salad isn't real.
Don't go with the soft shell crab, Dad. Just don't. Don't go. Just get the damn curry.
Peppers and rice.
Oh.
I don't like that. But I don't like anything. The world to change. I don't want the world to change. But I don't know how to make it better. Or better for it. But I can't make it so better.
I would like to thank him for a chance to see the world. Because, from that fateful night in Chicago when we met at a social gathering place on Rush Street, then we got to go to the blizzards of Buffalo, and then to commuting from Connecticut to New York City, and then to the sands of Saudi Arabia, and then back to Connecticut, and then back to Saudi Arabia, and then back to Connecticut, and then back to Buffalo, and then finally to Downingtown, Pennsylvania. So in that 10-year span, with 3 kids involved, before 3 kids, but at least 1 kid, we got to see a lot of the world. We got to travel to Europe, Thailand, Hong Kong, Hawaii. It was nice, yeah. Those were the days of fun travel.
Yeah, I guess always being there for me, regardless of what it was. Even when it was financial and I felt bad asking. But he was always there, always would say, whatever you need, and changing brakes and rotors or oil, and just have to thank Dad for the many oil changes and brake pad changes and algebra help. As painful as that always was.
Oh my God.
His engineer always had a different way to do it. And I'm like, that's not how the teacher does it.
I don't know if I could ever teach Amanda algebra. Mine would be for just being so welcoming to me, for, really feeling like I always tell Amanda when I first met the family and your dad, it was just like I was part of the family like right away, and he was really welcoming to me, and I've had some awesome time shooting guns and hanging out, and just feeling welcome. It's awesome to kind of be that guy in Philly where I didn't know anyone. I literally knew no one, and it kind of was my family on the East Coast, so it was awesome.
I just want to thank Dad for just being there for everybody in this family. He's always been the guy that I go to. He's always had our back no matter what. Just flat tire, mechanical problem, computer problem, just anything with the house, electrical. He's always the one that I go to first with an issue. And I don't know if as a dad that gets old after a while, but he's been there and provided me with a lot of good information in clutch situations. So it's been huge.
And I just want to thank Papa Wick for just including me in this family as much as he does. I mean, everything from, jewelry with the girls on Christmas to long stem red roses on Valentine's Day, and just making me feel like one of the daughters. And I just really appreciate that, and I appreciate our talks, and I'll never forget Kyle saying the first time that I was going to meet him that if he's not making fun of you, that means he doesn't like you. So I know now he loves me a lot because he's always making fun of me, but I just appreciate our banter and our relationship that we have.
As a business owner, it's been nice getting your perspective on a lot of things, and really helping her, I guess, for letting us embrace the risk, I guess, and knowing it's okay to take the risk. So I really appreciate you being there and talking us through this and giving us a little bit more confidence in what we're doing, and really just being there. I know for everybody and for myself that, and when we need you, you're there. So we really appreciate you just being there.
I think for everything you've contributed to me being me, even though I'm a little weird and I've never fit the mold or fit a box, for letting me be the tomboy and teaching me to build stuff and fix stuff, and all that, and buying me erector sets, you and Mom, with the robots, and just embracing my weirdness. I'm especially thankful for you always telling me that I did pretty good for a girl. Where I feel like a lot of people might be like, why would he say that to you? But you said it in just the perfect way that was motivating enough to help me realize that just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I can't do things that guys do. which I know drove me to work harder, be stronger, unload tractor trailers at Pickering Valley and just feed and farm instead of being stuck behind a counter. Try crew, play rugby, all of that stuff, you know, even lifting now. You know, I always think of that pretty good for a girl. It just motivates me to want to keep kicking ass as a girl.
And also for not killing me when I left a brick in the lawn and he ran over it with the lawnmower. And he came inside, and that was one of the scariest moments of my life, is when he said I almost busted up the G-damn lawnmower. I was terrified.
All right, everybody, it is time for the lightning round with Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dear Dad, you're great. You're as nice as a
Cigar.
That's a weird one.
I have no idea why it's popped in my head, but I was thinking panda. I have no idea why. Pandas are just so nice. and cuddly.
Old man in the Muppets, the two guys with the bushy eyebrows. I don't know what their names are.
Wet wipe. Because it cleans up the mess and it's gentle on you.
sunny day. 'Cause I want it to be sunny.
Oh, I got one. Golden Retriever.
There you go. That's better.
As handsome as a
Movie star on a motorcycle.
Hero.
What would you say? Tom Cruise. Who's his favorite? Sean Connery. Sean Connery.
Is there a male version of debutante?
Yes, you stole it.
That's dumb.
Tony Stark.
Iron
Man.
That's good.
And as wonderful as
Christmas morning.
Thanksgiving. There's another one.
Why you gotta follow me on the holiday?
That's our favorite Thanksgiving.
I feel like it's a cop-out, but Iron Man?
All right, Hunter.
I know, but he
Ooh, or as wonderful as Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank.
Billionaire.
As wonderful as Mom.
You're so strong. I'll bet you could even lift a
Martini.
Building.
No, Toyota Prius.
A Prius.
A Prius.
We're going with Prius.
Cove base off of a wall that's glued down really, really strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
John Deere tractor, because I've seen him do it.
A day without you is like having to eat
Kale.
Squash.
Yeah.
Squash.
What's the stuff that you always ask Derry to cook?
Beef Wellington.
Oh.
That or anchovies? That
Oh,
yeah, maybe that.
anchovies all day long.
Roast.
Oh, or that crab that I just ate.
Oh, soft
That's
shell
awful.
crab. If I had all the money in the world, I would buy you a
trip. Around the world. Or a cruise.
I owe him lots of planes. Maybe an island too, but a plane for sure.
Island off the coast of Maine. That would be him.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
With its own airport.
Seaplane. Several of them.
Plane.
A plane.
You gotta do plane.
Definite plane.
Maybe one day.
I promised you that like 20 years ago. I'm so sorry. One day, I promise. It's coming.
All he needs is one thing, and one thing only. Some more guns.
Yes.
Alright. Dad is as smart as
A fox. I don't know. A whip. A Republican whip.
Cats are
Smartest
pretty smart,
mammals
right?
or a dolphin?
Dolphin, there you go.
Stephen Hawking.
Einstein.
Einstein.
Well, I was gonna say little Einsteins, but Einstein. There you go.
Albert Einstein.
By far the smartest person I know. That's saying a lot coming from someone from Delco.
I'm also thankful for, yes, always fixing things, being the one to call if something at the house breaks or a car light goes on or we need feedback on whether to take the plunge on the new business. You're my go-to business consultant because I just respect so much what you did and what you have done and how you bounced back and done well through ups and downs.
But we did want to tell G-Paw that one of our favorite books is, what is it? How to Babysit a Grandpa. It's actually the only one that she's had a reaction to where she was like, elated. Every page turn, and Mom wrote a book in hers, of course, but Dad just has in the inside cover, Love G-Paw. And I said, Love G-Paw, and she laughed. And then we started reading it, and she giggled at like every page. I don't know what it is, but thanks, G-Paw, for the book. We love you. Yeah.
We're dinner at a restaurant because I love him today. And I don't know who the weekends were.
So, as you know, one of his favorite movies is Devil Wears Prada, as is mine. We have a shared love for Jimmy Choo's and everything Manolo Blahnik. So I appreciate that I can talk about some of the things that interest me, aka Devil Wears Prada, with him.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot. Huh?
I'm thankful for a lot. And the last thing I'm thankful for is how much you're still kicking ass at the gym when you come down to help. You've done some of the hardest jobs there that take a lot of muscle. And so it's been really cool to see you just, getting down to it and working hard and doing the grinding work that nobody really wants to do but has to do. So thank you.
And one more thing, I had to get this in, but Dad, they obviously paid really good money for me to go to a rowing camp up in Vermont. And the second year that we were up there, there was a running camp that was up there, and they were drinking beer, and they made it very clear that if any rowers were caught drinking or smoking, that you would be out of there immediately. So two of my buddies and I each had one beer given to us by the running club. We were set up, and sure enough, they got wind and they kicked us out. So Dad drove 8 hours up, literally put our stuff in the car, me and my two buddies, and drove 8 hours home and never said a word. And that was thanks for me. But I look back and I laugh. Not a damn word.
I hope that the next 70 years include as much guns and drones and maybe some beach time. I want to go back to North Carolina with everyone, but I'm just so happy to be part of the family and to hang out and spend time with everyone this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we miss being together. I know me and Amanda really miss being with everyone.
I want to wish Dad the best birthday ever and many, many more. Yeah, and we love him.
Yeah.
And can't wait to be back in Pennsylvania, hopefully more often. Yeah, to celebrate.
Oh, it's okay.
Don't say it. You
And we love him because he taught me how to shoot, and it's one of the few things that I enjoy doing, and it's been a big part of my life, and it's my happy place, and it's I remember going at 9 years old. I'm kind of going veering off track here. But I remember him and Mr. Natalini taking me to New Holland when I was 9 and just setting me up on a little 50-yard range with my .22 rifle that he bought me, and he would just give me a box of bullets and say, "Here, go, shoot." And I would put 300 rounds through a single target. I had no idea where I was shooting, but thank you for everything that you've introduced us to.
And he's just the person that's, again, like Kyle said, always there for us. He's always there with AAA memberships and to help feed our fish and to help out in our, with house projects. He's always able to come to us, when needed and help out in any situation. So we love you for that.
He would be there armed to the teeth if I needed him. If I just gave the call, he would show up strapped up.
Just always being there. You always have our backs, and we just love you.
Yeah, I think that cracks me up thinking about how he didn't want to even hold Hunter or talk to Hunter.
He said,
So
don't
he was
bring him
like-
around until he was like 5.
Yeah, something like that. And now they joke around and play around all the time, so it's a good one.
Yeah, it's fun seeing you be such a great G-Paw and how much Hunter loves you too. We're excited for what's to come and where the family's gonna go and grow, and we're lucky to have you at the helm. No pun intended.
Wait.
I would like to say, G-Paw Iron Man, just remember that it's not about the years in your life, it's the life in your years. And 70 is the new 50. So continue to walk, ride, eat healthier, even a little organic, and live like the gate was left open. Love you. Happy 70th birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Wick.
Happy birthday, Dad! We hope you liked this video.
Happy spring.
It's not spring yet.
Happy Easter.
This is for G-Paw.
Happy Easter, Chiba. I wish you have happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Papa Wick.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, G-Paw.
G-Paw. Bruised. I know she doesn't know what bruise means. Little tiny ice crystals.
Oh,
No hook yet.
a,
Nope.
a
No.
sound hole.
Such curmudgeons. But they were funny. It's the first thing to come to mind.
It's like a game show. I don't know.
Anything? Yeah.
Yeah, it can literally be anything.
This isn't a real Caesar salad. There's no anchovies.
He does not love reality TV.
Happy birthday!
Stink bugs who can sneak in any freaking crevice in the house. I don't get it. I don't understand how that happened.
It's a family of scientific minds. So did he have a class with Stephen Hawking? One of his professors taught Stephen Hawking.